Welcome back to the channel. I just want to thank you all for the ongoing support here on our YouTube channel. We are very appreciative. In today's video, I'll be bringing to you reasons why your green card visa may be denied even if you win or are selected as a winner for the DV Lottery 2025. Most people think that once you are selected as a winner, it is automatic that you will be granted a visa to come into the US as a green card holder. But that isn't the case. There are several reasons why your visa may be denied. Stay tuned for those reasons. I know of a few people that won the American lottery several years ago, but were not able to come into the country because their visas were not granted. And so I'll be sharing with you those reasons. Number one, using an old picture. Using an old picture. I know we have done several videos before this where we shared with you the importance of using the right photo, right? Several years ago, I had a friend who was selected as a winner for DV Lottery, but then he went to the interview and he was denied the visa because the counselor said that the picture that was used for the application didn't look like him. Yeah, but it was him. So what had happened was that it was the same agent, right? These same agents were the ones that had applied for him because they had gotten his information several years prior to the year when he won, and they had been doing the visa. They were doing the lottery for him year after year using the same old picture. And like I said, this was several years ago. After he won and they reached out to him and let him know that he had won, he started the preparation to go in for the interview. Everything was going smoothly. But then he went to the embassy for the interview and he was denied because of the picture. So what the counselor did was, he looks at the picture, he looks at his face and notices that there's a huge difference, you know, because we are all growing. And so the picture on the application looks like somebody who is, I would say, much younger versus the person who is currently standing there for the interview. And because of that one reason, his visa was denied and he couldn't get to come into the country. But thanks be to God, he's doing great and all that. The second reason why your green card visa can be denied is if inconsistencies are found in your application and the information that you present at the time of applying for the visa. For example, as you're applying for the DV Lottery now, let's say you put in a different information about your marital status, right? And then during the application for the visa, you now state that you are married. But then the year that you are putting on the application shows that you've been married several years ago. And you didn't put that on the application. So you applied as a single person when you were actually married. And now that you have won, you are applying for the visa as a couple. And it shows on your marriage certificate that you were married before you applied for the visa. So then they see that the information that you provided during the application of the lottery versus now is inconsistent. So that can be a reason why you are denied. Another inconsistency would be, an example would be like, maybe you have a child, right? You have a child, but as you're applying, you didn't add that child because maybe you are not married to their mom or dad, and so you intentionally applied as single. But now, if you get to win, you wish you could go with your child. So you're now adding that child, who shows that at the time of application you had that child already, but you did not include that information. So that can be used against you. So those are some of the inconsistencies that can be used to refuse you the visa. So as you are applying for the DV Lottery, you want to make sure that whatever information you are putting in now is going to be the same information that you carry over, unless something significant has changed between the time that you are applying versus the time when you win, which there shouldn't be any inconsistencies in that information. So that is the number 2 reason why your visa can be denied. Number 3, the third reason why your visa can be denied is if you choose the wrong country of eligibility. If you choose the wrong country of eligibility, maybe you mistakenly chose that country. So, for example, you are married to a Ghanaian. Let's say you're a Nigerian and you are married to a Ghanaian, and so as you are applying, you apply as a Nigerian, right? You are choosing your eligibility based on your country of birth, which is Nigeria, instead of using Ghana as your eligibility because you are married to a Ghanaian person, right? So choosing the wrong country of eligibility can be a reason why your visa is denied. That is the number 3 reason. Fourth reason that your visa can be denied is if you do not have a high school certificate, or if you're not able to prove that you've been working for the last 2 years within the last 5 years, right? So those are the 2 categories that you can use to come or to apply for the visa. At least you need to have a high school certificate, which is the WASI or SSCE. But if you don't have that, let's say you only have a GSS certificate, or you don't even have that, then your work experience is one that you can use to qualify. So they want to see that you have at least 2 years of work experience. So if you don't show that you have that, that can be used against you in terms of getting the visa granted. The 5th reason that your visa can be denied is if you present false information. If you present false information. An example being, let's say you applied and you were single when you applied, and assuming you went through an agent, right? Like my case. So you went through an agent, and so they reach out to you, you cannot pay, and so you have to go through a different route and have somebody attached to you and all that. Presenting that false information to them, now they are able to identify all those fake marriages and all that. Or let's say you went by yourself, but you want to go with maybe a friend or a cousin or a brother or a sister. So you go through that process of attaching that person as a significant other. They will be able to find out at the interview, right? Not all lies can easily go unnoticed. Not all lies can easily go unnoticed. So you want to make sure you're not presenting any false information, because if they find that out, that will be a reason why your visa is denied, and that can affect you negatively for future applications. So that is the number 5 reason that your visa can be denied. So if you're still waiting to apply for the visa, I know there's still a few days. Go ahead and apply. Make sure you're putting in the right information, and then whatever information that you're putting in now, you want to keep that information, because when the time comes around in May, when the results are released, and I'm praying that you all win, you want to make sure that information that you use during the application is the same information that you are using in certain parts of the visa application. I hope you are enjoying our content so far. If you haven't yet considered subscribing, I would encourage you to do that. Just support us. If you haven't clicked on the notification bell yet, please do that so you do not miss any of our videos, because we will be bringing you more content about immigration to the US, living in the US, work, life, and family. Share this video with your friends and encourage them to watch and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.